Okay, good morning, everyone.
10 seconds.
We're on.
Here we go.
Mr. Texas Real Estate Jason Bible and Mr. California and Mr. Jason Robert talk about the highest real estate market in the country, the entire state of Texas. Learn why Texas is such a great market to invest in and why it could be strong for years to come. Get ready to talk all things Texas on your home on the office. Texas Real Estate Radio.
Welcome to the Texas Real Estate Radio Network. This week is Money Week.
Money Week.
Cash, credit, debt, equity. We're talking about money and how to use money to buy real estate. Today we're talking about private money.
Yeah, it's a good day to do it, Tuesday.
Tuesday's a great day. We are usually at the Quest Trust building.
High atop.
High atop. That's our office is high atop the Quest Trust building. I like to refer to our office as the crown jewel.
There you go, the crowning jewel, yes.
Crown jewel of said office. And on Tuesdays, Quest Trust here in Houston hosts an education seminar. I don't know what it is today, but they have a networking event that takes place afterwards. And we are usually hanging out. We'll have people in and out of our office most of the day. They're usually in and out, and talking about deals and lending and borrowing and joint venture partnerships and all that other stuff. So today is a good day for private lenders. So let's talk about what a private lender is. And in Texas, it's a little bit different. So if you're going to borrow money for a piece of real estate, let's say I'm going to go buy my first house, right? Typically, your loan is backed by the federal government, Fannie or Freddie. That's your 30-year fixed rate mortgage, right? In Texas, we make a distinction between two types of lenders, hard money lenders and private lenders. I learned this one year when I went to, there's a group called AAPL Prima. I went to the AAPL Prima National Conference. It was dubbed a private lender conference. So I'm like, all these private lenders all in one place. Outside of Texas, private lender also means hard money lender.
Yeah.
Right. So in Texas, we use this term a little bit differently. At least this is how we use it. A hard money lender is a, quote, asset-based lender, and they're typically used to buy properties that are distressed, physically distressed, operationally distressed. And so they help you acquire the asset, turn the asset around, and then you can apply for long-term refinancing that's a little bit more long-term. Yeah, we call it the takeout, right? Private lenders, the difference between hard money lenders and private lenders do the exact same thing. Hard money lenders typically have their own company. They've got their own office. They have a sales staff. They have a bookkeeper. It's a real enterprise. It's a real going concern. Private lenders are guys like you and I.
Yep.
We lend money. So it's like guys like you and I that just lend money out of our IRA to go do deals. That's what we call a private lender. So those are the two types of short-term lenders out there.
And it's really important to start working with them as early as you can inside your investing career. Start building those relationships. And you really need 3. I mean, once you find like 3 or 4, it's unless you're building the biggest building in town, you don't need a dozen of them.
We built that 100 house buying a year company, and I had maybe at the peak 7
lenders.
It's not that, if you're churning them quick.
Yep.
You don't need, people think, I need $10 million. Like, no, you don't. You need, even at that clip, 3 to 5 mil. Surprisingly, it's not a lot. Now, the idea here is that you refinance these properties so that then you can go back to your private lenders. You'll refinance those private lenders out. Let's say we go do a deal. Private lender puts up $100,000, say $80,000 for the purchase, $20,000 for the rehab. The property, when it's all fixed up, is renting for $1,400 a month. Not an uncommon deal. A good deal, but not an uncommon deal. I will go.
You might find such a deal in your hot tub.
So, for those of you who missed out on the webinar last night, I've been a little stressed lately. This 27 unit is just, I think it's messing with my head at this point. So yesterday, did the weightlifting, had dinner, took kids to Boy Scouts. Wife was at the Astros game. They had really fantastic seats. They had a great time. And I decided for the webinar last night, I'm like, you know what? Let's open up MLS and let me show people how to buy houses on MLS.
Yeah.
And I decided to do that from the hot tub. So I fired up the hot tub, literally sitting there with the laptop. As soon as you got off your webinar, I got on mine, and we did the hot tub MLS offer system. If you go to my personal Facebook page, I'm actually downloading the video right now. I'll add it to the American Real Estate Meetup members only page. I'll add it to the Mr. Texas
fun.
Real Estate page as well. But it was a heck of a lot of fun. I was just sitting there with an adult beverage and in the hot tub. But there's some great deals, man.
Yes, of course. One might move from California to Houston to find deals that are so plentiful. Yes.
And you know, when I first started the webinar up, I was like, man, we're going to start teaching these people how to find. And I'm like, there's deals everywhere. There's so many deals out there. The trick is on MLS, you have to work with a team of agents that know how to negotiate and contract those. Like, that's the real secret, right? You know, it's different than a yellow letter campaign or a postcard campaign. But I'll tell you what, with the stuff that we bought on MLS or HAR, for those of you who are in Houston, we're talking about HAR now. I like it. I'm dealing with pure professionals.
Mm-hmm.
It's so much easier. It's just so much easier. So I'd much rather work with a real estate agent than I would with a homeowner. I'm not opposed to working with homeowners, but working with your brethren professionals is always easier. So anyways, we did that last night. So looking at deals, let me go back to the hard money, private money piece. So you find a really great deal. We found a handful of really good deals. I think we looked at maybe 20, 25.
Yep.
We're going to write offers on, and I'm willing to bet we'll get somewhere between 5 and 10 under contract.
Yep.
So not bad for an hour and a half worth of work in the hot tub with a scotch in one hand and, a laptop in the other.
Yep.
So it's not a bad way to make a living, folks. So we're going to make those offers.
I feel like you needed a gold chain as well.
Oh,
if you had the scotch in a hot tub, you probably needed a gold chain last night.
You know what? You know what I'm thinking now? I might just get dressed up for this thing.
There you go.
That'd be pretty sweet. I was kind of surprised how many people contacted me and said, hey, you got any extra space in that hot tub? And I'm like, whoa, wait a second here. We got to talk about hot tub math.
Yeah.
There's a certain ratio that you have to maintain in the hot tub. So, in any case, maybe we'll talk about that in a different radio show.
Back to private lenders. Because the private lenders are definitely interested in your hot tub follies there.
That's right. Yeah, the nonsense that goes on in the hot tub. So, in any case, so you've got these really great deals. You're buying it for $80, needs $20 in rehab, $100,000 deal, right?
Yep.
It's worth probably $130, $140. So once that property is all fixed up and it's purty, you're going to then take that asset to a bank. You just say, hey, bank, can you refinance this into a long-term mortgage?
Correct.
And the gold standard out there is a 30-year fixed rate mortgage. It is the most beautiful piece of finance that I've ever seen next to the joint venture. I can't beat a joint venture. The only thing that beats is that 30-year fixed rate mortgage and I don't know what the rates are for investors right now. I know they're below 6.
Yeah, I said 5.5 to 6.5.
Yeah, 5.5 to 6.5.
We'll find out this afternoon.
Yeah, we've got a pretty big meeting this afternoon, which would be interesting to bring some more non-QM products to our members. So, and we'll talk about that probably tomorrow. Probably talk about
we can go over QM,
non-QM, all that other stuff.
Which just confuses people.
It just confuses everybody. Well, you know why? Because most people never get past
the
6-7 house. Yeah, they never get past FHA financing. So, so then you're going to refinance that property, and when you refi it, your private lender gets their $100,000 back. Now, you as the borrower are thinking, oh, that's awesome. I got their money back. But here's what your lender is thinking. Oh, geez, they just sent my money back. Now I got to find another deal to put this money in. So what we do with a lot of our lenders is they put $100,000 as a note with a deed of trust, a promissory note and deed of trust, just like you have on your personal residence if you have a mortgage on that. Instead of it saying Wells Fargo at the top or Quicken Loans or the Money Store, it'll say something like, Jason. Let me think if I get this right for Quest. I always screw this up. Jason Bible, Trustee, Quest Trust account number, whatever. That's actually what the note will be in.
Right.
It'll be in my Quest Trust account. So then the borrower will pay interest to that account. So as soon as the borrower pays me off, then it's like, oh, now I got to go find another deal. Well, the way it works really well is that if I, the borrower, am consistently producing deals, that lender doesn't have to go anywhere else.
That's right.
We just keep their money at work the whole time.
Yeah.
We go from deal to deal to deal to deal, and just keep refinancing them.
And that's the goal, right? Mm-hmm. So let's talk about the types of private lending loans. There's first position, which is what majority of that Quest room is looking for. Mm-hmm. There's a second position or a joint venture. Mm-hmm. We have to be careful with joint ventures. You actually have to know the people.
Yep.
Right? And then we have a fund.
Yes.
So there's 3 ways that we work with the private lenders for a number of different reasons. We have, what do we have coming up here? We have 1, 2, 3. We have about 3 first position loans that we'll work with private lenders on, and we'll be able to move forward on that stuff. We have 1, 2, 3 others that are Airbnb, in which we do either a second or a joint venture. Mm-hmm. Usually there's enough equity in the property that we can secure their second position. Mm-hmm. And so we can move on that. And then we have the American Recovery Fund, which we haven't made our big announcement for yet, but the paperwork's coming over this week from Nancy. So we should...
Our attorney just said, open the bank account, put the money in there.
Yep, that's what she said. Yeah.
So we have a fund. For those of you who are really interested in becoming a passive real estate investor.
True passive.
Truly passive. Not I own rental properties, it's passive. That's not passive. Just put your money in a fund. So we got a fund.
Yep.
And we'll talk more about the fund probably later this week, I guess.
Yeah, we'll talk a little bit when we come back from break about making sure that, communicating with investors, and a lot of them want to see the hands-on product. And so we have a field trip coming up on Friday, which should be fun. We have some of our projects that we're doing right here in Houston that we open the doors for. They just can't show up at any time, right? We talked about that before. They have to really schedule it to make sure they're not walking through the floor, or they're not.
Oh, I'll tell some private lender stories when we get back for the break. You guys will love them.
Walking on wet glue before the vinyl floor goes down, that type of thing. So, all right.
Texas Real Estate Radio Network. We'll see you when you get back. What song is this?
That's something new.
It's in your list. Satriani, Surfing with the
Oh,
Alien.
yeah. That's Joe Satriani. Okay.
Yeah, your list is kind of getting worn out.
Yeah, can I send you some new list numbers and someone figure that out? I'd really like to get...
What are you listening to right now?
Chicago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Chicago.
Feeling stronger every day.
1, 2, 3, 4, or 21, 22. Which one?
Yeah, no, I don't know what the album is. Just Feeling Stronger Every Day is on my...
That's like 3.
Yeah, and then Gut Feeling by Devo. It's a minute and 30-second intro to the song.
Jeez.
Those are the 2 ones hot on my list.
I found this sister group from Sweden, First Aid Kit. Tremendous,
nice
harmonies, and they write country and western songs. Not all of them. It's like, what the hell? Sweden.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they don't sound Swedish either. It's not like ABBA,
People that just get hooked on that sound, right? It's in them.
All right.
The Polish Cowboy. I forget who that was.
1 minute.
What's going on, guys? See everybody popping in.
Nice.
All right, let's get ready.
Gut Feeling by Devo.
All right.
Ten seconds.
Looking good. Welcome back, Texas Real Estate Radio Network. I got a question on the Facebook Live feed. Hey, Jason, you're going to talk about the $50,000 hickey you guys are about to take. Well, this is like the deal that just won't die. So we're throwing that last.
There was a lifeline out there thrown out yesterday.
Two lifelines, and I'm just like, man, let's either do it or kill it. I think we're gonna end up. I don't know. This might work. We'll see.
I think so.
I think it's gonna work. I mean,
knock on wood.
Knock on wood. We're gonna have to bring a lot more cash to closing, but it's
significantly more.
Significantly more, yeah. But we're going to be all in at 1.2, 1.2 and a half, like the full project.
Yeah, we're going for all of it.
Yeah, we're going for the whole enchilada at 1.2, 1.3. It'll be worth 1.9 inside of 18 months. So I'm just, and I don't even think, I think even when it hits 1.9, we're just going to refinance it to get our cash out and just hold on to it. I think that's a gold mine sitting down there.
I agree.
So
I agree. The Jet Lending came through yesterday.
Oh my gosh, project. We're going to do an hour-long show with Jet Lending on how they saved this deal.
Mm-hmm.
We got left at the altar on another deal with I do most of my borrowing and lending from private individuals. I don't use banks for one particular reason. Banks are as temperamental as a toddler, and they don't tell you until it's the absolute last minute. Where it's like, look, dude, I got a pile of cash in this thing between earnest money and
$4.46 on Good Friday.
Yeah, $4.46 on Good Friday. I get an email, and I just happen to be looking at my email in the woods, which I was kind of surprised I actually got email out there. And I fire an email back at $4.48, and I immediately get the out of office reply. And I'm like, oh, if you were in Texas, I would just be strangling you right now. So. In any case, so
still alive.
So the deal's still alive. So we'll see what happens. And then Jet came up big on a deal that we're doing, our 13 unit, and we just got the. I guess that's their GFE.
Preliminary.
Yeah, their preliminary.
Let's go. Oh, there's one little thing with title, and then we can close.
Yeah, one little hickey on title we can fix, which is no big deal.
Right.
And then we'll close. But
because the original lender wanted 2 loans, and now Jet wants 1 loan. So.
Mm-hmm.
Kim's like, guys, make up your mind.
Yeah, we're driving the people over at Patton. We're gonna have to send a really big gift basket to closing team 3 over there.
Yeah, we'll get them something.
Because I think between the RV park, the 27 and 13 unit, we have aged them double dog years.
I'm out of the RV park. I looked at it again. It's just too much work. I don't.
No, he sent me a termination of earnest money last week.
Good, I'm out. So he found someone to take that. Good.
Yeah, or they just. I don't know. They didn't
it's
want
too
to do
crazy.
It. It's a weird deal.
Yeah.
Is there a number that it works? Yeah, maybe.
No.
I don't know. You just don't want to do it, huh?
No, it's dirty. It's filthy. It's
too low end.
It's an E property.
Yeah.
Right. It's an E class.
Yeah.
And we're not talking Mercedes-Benz.
Yeah, it's not great. So, in any case, we'll talk about that deal. I'm hoping in the next 24 hours. I've got to update some lenders. I thought I would have heard something last night, but I didn't. So the 27 unit, as far as we know, is still alive, and we'll see what happens. The 4 beach houses, man, we walked those last week.
Beautiful.
Love the property.
Yep.
We're making an offer on another property down there, and we're flirting with the idea of looking at lots. I think that's a very underserved market.
Yeah.
There's
not a lot of lots there, though. We drove.
That's true.
It's pretty developed.
There's just not a lot of inventory down there.
No.
You wait till summer gets kicked
for 6 agents. I mean, most of them are doing rentals, right? So that's how they make their bread and butter there.
But you go down there and you look at, there's that one hotel that's it.
Right.
I mean, you said it best when we were driving back. You said, this place is deceptively wealthy.
Yeah.
Here's an 800 square foot house, and you're like, why is this $400,000? You're like, because that's what they go for down here, right? And it doesn't seem like it should be that.
Right. Now, we've been to other beach communities that are overtly wealthy. There's a golf course and there's, timeshares. And it's like, oh, I get it. Sure.
Yeah.
There's a lot of money here. Then we go to that beach and it's like, wow, this thing is still $300,000 and it's a shack.
Right.
So you're like, oh, I get it. Yeah, I get it. There's money here. This is the market.
Across the water, it's massive petrochem, right? And you're like, well, what's driving all this? And it's like, it's a beach community with a robust, industrial working class. I mean,
Mhm.
that's what's driving the prices on these things. It's kind of interesting to watch. So that's a fun market. I really like those kind of markets. So, all right, let's go back to private lenders. So
Sure.
bankers can be so temperamental. It's, oh yeah, it's a really great deal. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. And then, never mind, boys.
Yeah, we're just until Tuesday.
Yeah, we'll need till Tuesday. We'll go and get
Tuesday.
this.
We'll let you know.
We'll get this wrapped up,
Yeah.
boys. No big deal. Tuesday, send the wire in. We'll be good. Week and a half later. Hey, so we're not real comfortable with the collateral, and then just ghosts. You're not. And then here's the thing that drives me nuts about bankers. I'll call and I'll say, this was the excuse I got. Well, it doesn't fit our risk model. And I'm like, oh, you must not have read my resume.
Right.
Because I know what that means. So you tell me what level of risk you're willing to accept.
Right.
Is there a dollar value here? And then, of course, no, we just don't like the collateral. So you wouldn't lend $1. Like, you're arguing with the wrong guy. And then, of course, I'm just being spiteful because I'm angry, right? Like, I'm just arguing because I'm angry. Like, this is a complete waste of time.
Mm.
You guys don't want to do business with us. Fine. I don't care. But you should have told me 3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Because I would have just raised private money to do it anyway. So I'm getting to the point now between our fund, our private money lenders, and some of our joint venture partners where I'm just doing everything 100% private, and then we just refinance. And that way, if they want to kind of jerk us around on a refi and kind of take their sweet time, I don't really care because the thing's cash flow and we're all making money. Like, it's not that big a deal. But on the acquisition side, it has been, I mean, literally I have aged double dog years in the last 2 months.
Mhm.
It's been ridiculous, absolutely ridiculous. So, and there are good lenders out there. When you get into, I think the other challenge is when you get into the portfolio size we have, it's challenging for these guys to underwrite it. Now, if we're buying a 10, 20, $30 million apartment complex, the underwriting is actually pretty simple because it's all on the asset, right? And you've got really great, you have years of financials. When you get into some of these smaller apartment complexes,
There's no P&L.
There's no P&L.
It's a lot of cash.
It's a lot of cash that's disappearing. It's all kinds of craziness.
So we understand why the gurus say avoid this class.
Right.
Avoid that, 5 to 100 units because
Mhm.
it's mom and pop.
Yep.
We like it because it is mom and
It's
pop.
mom and pop, yeah.
Right. We can negotiate with mom and pop and we can figure some things out and we can move forward. So it's not clean. We're still, slugging it out here in the swamp
Mm-hmm.
of these 8 units and 30 units and 20 units. And here comes another one we're going to be looking at that I'm sure
Yeah, another
there's
10
going
years.
to be no P&L.
But you know what's wild is when you look at how much we make per door, the margins aren't even close to
No.
big. They're so much
No,
better.
No.
So much better than the larger multifamily stuff.
Well, we're the guys that basically renovate it, rehab it, get the rent rolls up, and then we sell to the folks in California.
Yeah.
That's the whole purpose of us, at least me being here.
Yeah, that's the exit.
There is a pipeline back to California for these properties that they'll eat it up.
Mm-hmm. And I'll tell you, the fun thing is, if you guys are really interested in doing all this stuff tax-free, there's a way to do this in your Roth, so you'll never pay taxes on it. So you buy it in the Roth, rehab in the Roth, get the rents. Like, it all takes place in a Roth, and you don't pay any taxes, and you live off that great investment.
Yep.
We'll get back from the break. We'll talk more about money and private lenders. Jason Bible, Robert Orfino, Texas Real Estate Radio Network.
This is a 4-minute break.
Ooh, the long one.
Okay.
So we should talk a little bit, because this is going to come up at the 9 o'clock hour, a little bit about our DARE fund and how that's
Okay.
recovering.
I wouldn't bring any of that up.
Okay.
I wouldn't bring any
We'll
of that
avoid it.
up. Nobody's listening to that 9 o'clock show. There's no reason to spread.
Curtis Warden, you should have used my banker. He's a real banker. It's like, you know what?
We do need to go to lunch with Giovanni at some point.
Yeah.
I've called a couple of his bankers. I haven't gotten anything back from them.
Okay.
But in fact, he may want to do a lunch and bring them with him.
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Can he set up the lunch? Yeah.
Yeah, I can totally do that.
Especially if we guarantee your satisfaction. So in other words, we help you hear better or pay us nothing. Hearing Help Express has helped almost 1 million people hear the sounds they've been missing over the years. And right now, we want to help another million people hear better. And with our free hearing consultation, we'll help you.
Oh, that's funny, Scott.
What do you say?
said I had a client who was an investor, and he'd find a small independent bank and marry them for a while and do his deals until they got so profitable they sold the bank. He had to go find another one. That's pretty common. That's funny.
What happens with the bank? Like, what happened with Dean? The bank just basically said, "Hey, we've got too many of your loans."
Yeah, I mean, I've gone on the banker tour before, and these bankers, I'll say, I do 100 houses a year, and they're like, whoa, hold on there.
Yeah,
We don't want that many. So it depends on what they're. That's what they'll say.
I know we're supposed to lend, but we don't want to lend.
We don't lend that
much.
much.
That's not. No,
That's not. No, we want to lend $3 million to you and $3 million to you and $3 million to you, and so their risk management team will determine like how much risk they're willing to take on certain types of loan products. So when you get to like $3 to $5 million with these local banks, they kind of start. They're like, "Hey, we're good. We won't tell." Now they'll never tell you no.
Right.
They'll just say, "Well, not right now."
Gotcha.
Because they want to stay married, right? I mean, that's classic. That's a great example, Scott, when he says they want to. Honey, look, not right now, but I still want to stay married. There's a lot of that nonsense that takes place.
Hey, guys, if you're watching, give us some likes and loves and share, please. Just share this to your feed. We'd appreciate that. And if you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe below. Thanks.
Not right now. We're good.
Gotcha.
But if you've got a non-QM product, and if you've got portfolio lending on a non-QM product, you take $3 to $5 million, just slam it all through in one loan.
Yeah.
And it makes it a lot easier. That really should be our next step, is finding the. And I already know who to talk to. We need $3 to $5 million and a couple of lines, and then we're just refinancing them.
I agree. There's a lot to get there, so.
Well, and you only get an 80% advance rate, so you just raise private money for the other 20%, and you can pay those folks pretty well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, anything over $1 million now is going to be syndication.
Oh,
anything for us personally.
Yeah.
Seconds.
Good morning, Michael. Welcome back. Jason Bible, Texas Real Estate Radio Network. Here with Robert Orfino, my business partner. He is doing something on Facebook right now. We have a money class coming up. We do these classes from time to time, do them a couple times a month. And it's all online, so you can sit there in your hot tub and watch the class. So, Rob, your class is what, Saturday?
Saturday. It's online. It's 9 to 3. It's called Money Coaching. It's one of our better ones. I think folks find a lot of insight in it. We kind of break down the difference between like a true. Maybe we'll talk about that this week. A true hard money lender versus a broker, which is one of those things you really have to identify.
My favorite is when you bring up a rate sheet.
A
rate
sheet.
People have no idea what a rate sheet is.
Bring up a rate sheet.
They've never seen one. They've been in real estate 10 years, and they're like, "What is that?" And you're like, "That's the rules to the game."
Right.
That's the keys to the castle.
When I have a loan officer come in or talking, it's like, "Hey, just come by the office and bring your rate sheet. I want to take a look at it."
They go, "What?
What? Well, I'm not. What are you talking about? Yeah, the rate sheet.
The rate sheet. You and I both know what we're talking about.
No, you have a rate sheet. Let me see.
No, but I have this really pretty bifold with this loan on it. And this. No, just bring the rate sheet, man.
We'll go into that a little bit later this week. But we're still talking about private lenders, and obviously communication is important. So we need to do that and get better at it and really serve the lenders that we have. I think obviously if we're doing Facebook Lives from their projects all the time, they kind of understand the stuff's moving. The one that we have over in Independence Heights.
Oh, yeah.
So that one's moving. I think the electrician is done today. So we're moving on to paint and cabinets this week.
Man, you guys are going to hit that right at the right time.
We are definitely going to hit it right perfect time, yep.
And that's one of those areas of town that It's like every summer the ARV jumps up by like 10 or 20%.
It is
It's
for
crazy.
sure a seasonal fluctuation there.
Yeah, it is weird, which is not, it's not like people are sending their kids to school,
No.
well, unless they're in private school or they're in Independence Heights. So you guys are going to be hitting that one just right. That'll be a pretty sweet deal.
We have the other one that we're doing in the fund, the 8 unit down in Corpus. That's moving along. So that's a test balloon, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to see if we can raise that balloon up and see in California who looks at it.
Yep.
Because that should be a good out there. And then we have a deal. I'm working with another private lender down in Texas City.
Ooh, TC.
And that's the short-term rental. So this weekend, this week the Wi-Fi is going in, and shortly after that, the security system will go in.
Mm. Have you already bought furniture and everything, or no?
No, we have that source.
Oh, okay.
So I just got to get a truck.
Oh, okay. So
I got to get a truck and a couple
guys.
couple pieces of meat to move it around.
Couple of dudes.
Yeah.
Why would you want to do that, Rob? Why would you want to do short-term rentals?
I think I can make $1,300 a week there.
What?
Yeah, in Texas City, I think I'm going to make $1,300. So this, there's I'm still in my life driven by, the naysayers.
Oh, I love it.
Because that was a deal that you had looked at, and Dean was looking at, our Mr. Texas City guy, and he said, "Yeah, you're just not going to get $1,400 a month in rents there."
I looked at it too, and I was like, I don't know, man.
It's okay.
$1,400 for a long-term rental. I'm like, I don't see it.
So I'm like, okay, that could possibly be true, but I have a $78,000 house, 1,500 square foot house in Texas City. I have to do something with it. Right, for sure.
Yeah.
I have to do something with it. And so we are probably going to do short-term rentals, not Airbnb, just short-term rentals. We're rented out by the week for $650 plus $50 a week in cleaning.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll have a maid service there once a week, clean up the place, and I should be able to get 100% occupancy for most of the year. There'll be just a few weeks where it's down, and I'll be grossing over $5,000 a month.
So what's your net going to end up being? $3,500?
It's about
3,000?
Call it 3,000.
So I want to make sure everybody gets this, because we're getting a little hate, getting a little shade thrown our way for short-term rentals. So you can buy a house in Texas City. You're all in for $80,000 plus. I'm sure you got to buy furniture and a bunch of other. Okay, so let's call it $100,000. One asset, $100,000. That's going to make you $36,000 a year net.
Yes.
That's a 36% rate of return if you paid cash for it.
Right. Now I have a second JV partner on it, so he's going to do fantastic.
Yep.
He wants to do another one once this one gets up and running. That's a lot of fun.
So why do you guys do short-term rentals? Easy. Because we're making $3,000 a month on a $100,000 house.
Yep. And we're maintaining it to a much higher level than we would if we had
the tenants are a higher quality. Yeah. There's everything is phenomenal, right?
Mm-hmm.
So why did we go buy 4 little beach houses down in, the south of Houston? Because they're going to make us like $3,000 to $4,000 a month.
Yeah, it's crazy how much those are going to make us.
It
really is.
That's $3,000 to $4,000 on a short term, and then when we flip it over to Airbnb, it's almost double that.
Yep.
Why would you do that? I'm like, well, because I don't have to go buy a 200-unit apartment building.
I think we're going to have a $15,000 a month.
Oh, you think in the summer?
I think we're going to have a $15,000.
That's crazy. I don't have to buy 900 single families. Look, I own that company.
Right.
I know what that looks like. It's a lot of work. It's not passive. I'll tell you right now, it's not passive. I would much rather have some like 10 to 20 Airbnbs and short-term rentals before I'd ever want a 100 single-family rental portfolio.
Right.
The math. When people tell you that you should do this over this, I ask them for the numbers. Just show me the numbers.
Right? Why?
Yeah, why? Why would I do that over this? Oh, it's going to take you a little bit more work. Yeah, it's 10 times the return.
Yeah.
10 times.
So, I would say the startup work for what we're doing is maybe 25 times more.
Yeah.
The maintenance of it, nothing. It's the same.
Yeah, it's the same stuff.
You just have to build a team and make sure they understand what they're doing, hire the right people, which is always critical, and then let it roll.
And it's 10 times the return.
Oh, it's crazy.
10 times.
Yeah, it's insane.
I can do with one property what a long-term rental will do with 10.
Right. What's greater, 1 or 10?
Yeah, it makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense. It's math, guys. It's not that hard. It's like jacuzzi math. It's like horse math. If you guys have ever seen my horse math slide that we do sometimes at these events, it's so simple. 10 times. $3,000 a month. Have 10 of those. You're making $30,000 a month. We get back from the break. We'll talk more about short-term. Actually, we're talking about money. Talk more about money.
Yeah,
Jason Bible,
lenders.
Robert Orfino, Texas Real Estate Radio Network.
Yeah, our private lenders on that are.
Do it.
That one dude is going to do phenomenal.
Yeah.
On a $25,000 loan. Jeez.
Yeah. Yeah, we're pretty much killing it.
He might make a 40% return.
That's insane. Per year.
Per
Cash.
year, 40%. I got to buy him out as quick as possible. Like if he gets in for 3 years, that's the rule, right? So he's in for 3. He's going to do phenomenal.
Like I'm looking at that duplex that the guys are finishing up, and then I'm thinking, okay, I want to build another one. I'm like, I got to buy him out before I build that other duplex. I was like, man, that was really expensive money. But I'm like, well, grand scheme of things.
Yeah, they deserve everything, right?
Yeah.
My guy came through in 15 minutes, right?
That's right, 15 minutes.
15 minutes he responded. He's in. Going to take him down there. I got to make sure the curtains get hung this week. Shades go up, and the internet gets put in so we can put the security system in. But he's going to do phenomenal on that. That's just silly. Silly. And he's like, hey, if I do this one, I'll do another one. I'm like, great.
Let's do it.
Let's go do another one.
1 minute.
This is good.
So are you splitting them with him, or how'd you do it?
I think I give him 20% of the net.
Okay.
So he'll be making $600 a month.
On $25,000.
On $25,000, yeah.
That's nuts.
I don't know the exact numbers. I forget. Catherine wrote the note.
Here we go. Scott's giving us keys to the castle here.
Hey, everyone, if you're watching online, please like, love, give us some shares. We'd really appreciate that. And if you're watching on YouTube, click subscribe below. Thank you. Yeah, that is
10 seconds.
Absolutely phenomenal. He's doing.
Better than a hotel.
Yeah.
You know what I found? Haters are bad at math because they're too busy hating.
I don't notice.
I don't either. It's just silly at this point. I'm going to do a Facebook Live on the way out of the studio.
What? You're doing Facebook Lives now?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, it's so new.
Yeah.
You're trying to be a celebrity.
Yes.
Facebook celebrity.
Facebook celebrity. Influencer.
Yes, influencer, like a little Gary Vaynerchuk.
Right. Or you're buying your kids into college.
Yeah. I'm just trying to build a real estate empire over here, Just doing it through Facebook. Somebody told me that, why would you be on Facebook all day? Why would you? Like, I don't know, because every time I get on there, somebody sends me some crazy deal.
Yeah, please. We want to look at some deals today.
Yeah, I want to look at some. Actually, somebody sent me one. Yeah. Oh, you know what? They sent me a deal over Facebook. I looked at it. I pulled up comps real quick, and I said, "Hey, look, the numbers have looked just crazy off on this thing." But I may go by their showing anyway because I like that side of town. So we'll see. If I got time today, I might do it. Otherwise, might not. I feel like I haven't been out in the field in like a couple of days, so I'm like, I gotta go out and drive around a little bit, do a little driving for dollars or something. It's
tomorrow morning I'm out, and then Friday I'm out.
What do you got tomorrow morning?
I got to do a punch list.
Oh, okay. And then Friday you're gonna be in the hunting grounds.
And then the hunting grounds we're doing a little caravan. We're doing.
You want to talk about that right now?
Doing a field trip. Yeah, we have some investors that are interested in working with us, either first position, second, or in the fund. And but some of them want to see what we're doing and where we're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And so one person very strongly said, "Hey, if you're driving on Friday, I want to come with you." And he was about to deploy some capital. And he might deploy some more capital. And he said, "Fine. It's a long day.
Yeah, it's all
Just
day, man.
meet us at the studio at 8:00. I'm heading down right from here, right?"
Mm-hmm.
So, well, he's going to do it, and I have 2 more seats left.
So
So
Rob is going to take 2 more folks, if you are interested, down to the
if
hunting
you're a
ground.
lender,
You got to be a lender. Somebody
Yeah.
we're actually going to do business with.
Right.
He's going to take 2 folks down to the hunting ground.
come on down.
I remember us talking about this. So we'll
There's
have
at
to
least
take
2
Friday.
Bucky stops.
Yeah, there's 2 Bucky stops.
Yep.
So I hope you like gas station barbecue. It's good.
Not bad.
knocking
No.
it. So, and any of the other stuff. When we found the last time we drove down there, I found Bucky's swimsuits,
Yes.
bikinis, and one pieces,
Yes.
and I took pictures and put them on
Bucky's at the beach.
Facebook. And I said, "All right, ladies, I'm taking orders." Nobody sent me their size.
I can fulfill on
I
Friday.
can fulfill.
Fulfillment Friday.
So, ladies, if you're still looking for a bathing suit,
Yeah.
Rob is shopping.
That's right.
They got the 2-piece, they got the 1-piece, and we'll gladly pick one of those up for you.
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
too funny. Anyways, so if you got, give them your number, the text number.
Oh, yeah. If you're interested in working with us as a private lender, just go ahead and text us at 281-401-9008, and we can talk about that. We have a 506c accredited investor fund. We'd love to talk to you about that. Or if you're just, kind of new to this, we have a couple little times we get together each month, and there's some stuff we do online. So, again, if you're interested, it's 281-401-9008. Again, we have an accredited investment tool. It's 506c. It's for accredited investors only, and we'd love to have a conversation to you about that.
And by the way, all you junior wannabe SEC attorneys are like, "You guys can't talk about the fund on the radio." Yes, we can.
Yeah,
Because it is registered with the SEC. So, yes, we absolutely can.
Mhm.
So, yeah, that'll be fun, man. Get them in the Jeep, take them down there.
Yeah.
I like going down there. But I'm like, it's 3 hours there and 3 hours back. I'm like, man, I want to do this in an overnight. Especially when the beach house is up.
When the beach house is up, then I'll make them rent the rooms. I'll make them go on Airbnb. So, or maybe we'll have those 3 suites available.
That's
for
right.
sure. Yeah.
If you guys want to stay the night, here we
Stay the
go.
night. I got
Hang
the
out.
apartment.
So we're gonna have to find where the best barbecue place down there is. We found a really good seafood place.
Mm.
Kind of not close, but down the street,
Yes.
one of the other hunting grounds.
All you can eat shrimp and fish.
And I had catch of the day. It was legit.
Yeah, it was good.
It was really good. So we got to find all our little restaurants down there.
Mm-hmm.
So when people come down, and we're going to do that with the mastermind folks too. It's like,
Yep.
all right, come on down.
Yep.
Everybody stay at the beach house. We'll
Mhm.
rent a couple other houses. We'll go to the beach. We'll do all the fun stuff down there. Go down the boardwalk. All that fun stuff. I know where a couple of really good bars are right there by the Omni, because that's where I used to stay.
Mm.
There you can have so much. I found when I was working down there, I found where all the college kids hang out. So maybe that might not be for everybody, but I had a
Little
blast.
fountain of youth for
Yeah.
you.
Oh, I had a blast every
That's
time I
nice.
went down there.
Nice.
Live bands and all the college kids. Like,
That is
oh, yeah,
not
this is
for
awesome.
me. I will be in my bed at 9:30.
At 9:30. No, we were not in bed at 9:30. I can tell
No,
you.
I'm in bed at 9:30, and then I watch my YouTube videos for half hour.
Oh, there you go. You gotta calm down. Right? You gotta
Well,
wind
yeah,
down.
it's like yes.
That's hilarious. All right, so give the text number again if folks want to ride along with you.
Yeah, if you want to ride along, that might be fun. It's 281-401-9008. And again, we have a lot of things that we're working with private lenders and investors, and we'd love to have a conversation with you. And obviously, this is not soliciting. All of our solicitation is done through paperwork and third-party approvals and all that good stuff. This is a conversation about what we have going on in our previous experience.
Yeah, this is driving around, looking at the stuff we've got that we've already closed or we're about to close, all that kind of stuff.
My attorney's on her way to Italy, but if she heard this, I'm sure she'd be like, "Shut up, shut up, shut up."
We'd be getting text messages.
Yes, shut up.
Say it this way. No, don't do that. What are you doing? So she's a little conservative.
Just a little.
Just a little bit. So private money versus hard money lenders. Just keep talking about private money here. Private money is really just loans to individuals.
Yep.
And you can do just about any type of loan. It could be unsecured, could be, all kinds of stuff. We have unofficially become the private lender bailout team for Houston. I looked at a handful of deals over the last couple of weeks. And,
that last one was heartbreaking.
It's yeah, and I actually got a call back from the person I'm going to refer him to. I walked that property, and then I reran some numbers, and I'm like, I think this guy could potentially lose, depending on what his holding costs are, he could lose $500,000 in 2 houses.
For sure, he's out 300.
Easy 300.
Yeah.
And you just look at this thing, and you're like, oh, man, I wish you'd called me.
The other guy did, right? We already talked to someone yesterday and talked him out of that deal.
Oh, yeah. We got a call yesterday. I got a text message yesterday, and the banker calls and says, hey, man, we need a little counseling on this $2.8 million deal.
Yeah.
And I looked at it and I called him back. Within 5 minutes, I could tell him, like, guys, don't do this deal. They're from California, $3 million. They do those deals all the time. Like,
they think it's a California deal.
Yeah, I'm like, don't do this deal here in Texas. This is not a marketplace you want to play in with that kind of product. And I listed off 2 or 3 reasons. Don't do it for these 3 reasons. And they're like, okay, cool, we're not doing it. And they said, you got anything else? I said, send me your email. I'll put you on the Mr. Texas real estate list, and we'll sell you some properties. So, yeah, it takes experiences. Experience is what you get when you didn't get what you want. So I've got enough experience with some of this higher end stuff that, I would much rather flip the house in Oak Forest for $350 to $400 than I would a $3 million house in River Oaks or Piney Point or any of those other places. I don't like them. It's too tough. We get back from break, we'll talk more about money. Jason Bible, Robert Orfino, Texas Real Estate Radio Network.
My mind is moving fast this morning. Yeah, I don't want to be anywhere near. Like, that Independence Heights one is fine. We could probably list it 289, let it sink a little bit.
Did you look at Airbnb and all that other stuff for it?
No, it doesn't work. No. Okay. It's on a block where I probably wouldn't send my wife, right? But it's definitely a first-time home buyer, right?
Okay, yeah.
It's a first-time home buyer house for sure.
Oh, I see Kristen popped on. Hey, what's going on? Checking in from Dallas. Who else? I mean, there's a bunch of people on here.
Yeah.
Bunch of folks. It's just too rough, huh? If you could rent it for like a year or 2, maybe 5, or no?
Yeah, if I could.
Yeah.
The numbers are rough on the rental, but we'll go over it today with that group.
Yeah. We are out of protein powder at the house. I need a real breakfast this morning.
Let's go get a real breakfast this morning. You want to try downstairs? What's that like?
Right.
Yeah?
It's all right.
Can I scramble an egg?
Yeah, she can scramble an egg, Korean style.
Where should we go? Yeah. Where should we go? Where's a good breakfast place?
1 minute.
Between here and the office.
Yeah.
I haven't hit Denny's.
Because
I do the veggie skillet.
Morning from Dallas.
Nice. Hello,
Morning,
Dallas.
folks.
Oh, they're in Dallas.
Yeah, they're in Dallas.
That's not a stripper name.
No. They're saying hi from Dallas.
Hello from Dallas.
Yeah, Kristen's up there in Dallas. What about Section 8? She must be talking about the Independence Heights house. That's not
not here in Harris County. It's not as friendly as the other office we talked to.
Yeah, Section 8's kind of a mess here.
Our property manager won't do it.
That's probably a better way to put it. She won't do it, and we're like, we're out.
Yeah.
It's your last segment.
All right.
350.
It's our last.
350.
Man, we're moving fast.
Oh, Kristen, it's not that the house is rough or the area. It's just that the Section 8 office is a pain in the ass to deal with.
Yeah, pain in the butt. Thank you.
Welcome back. Jason Bible, Robert Orfino, Texas Real Estate Radio Network. We're talking about private money today.
Let's go 1 minute of takeaway here because I didn't even realize we're almost done yet.
I know, it was a quick show.
So today we're going to be over at the Quest Trust offices, and we'll be down there. We'll be talking to private lenders. We have an office upstairs, so some of the private lenders will come upstairs and talk about, hey, what they're trying to do. We can talk about the fund. We can talk about some other stuff. And that's kind of what we do on Tuesdays. We're always in the office on Tuesday because there's people coming on Tuesday. If you're looking for private lenders, you should go to that room. You should go to other rooms like it. If you're in Dallas, you should go up there and see Haley.
Yeah, see Haley at the
right?
West Trust office.
Go
That
to
whole
her
team
room.
up there. It's great.
If you're out in Austin, they have a great afternoon event too.
Who runs Austin? Is
I don't
Ingrid
know.
out there? Ingrid and
I forget who it is, but they actually have a good lunch.
oh yeah.
I've been there many times. It's a Wednesday, I believe it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Okay.
The 3 cities. So you guys, if you're looking to start relationships with private lenders, you go there. You do the same exact thing we talked about yesterday. You text them, you take them out to coffee, you do lunch, you start building that relationship so that you understand who you're working with what their risk tolerant levels are, what their real investing goals were, that type of thing, so you can start building out and delivering opportunities for them that make sense.
I'll tell you what, real estate investing is a lot more fun in a team. It's a lot of fun. So we have we borrow from our lenders. I've lent to some of the lenders before. I mean, it's a whole lot of fun. In fact, we've got all new accounts set up over at Quest Trust. You guys opened some up. I opened one up, and then I funded a couple others. So we're going to start.
Let's do that 20 unit.
You want to do the 20 unit?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. We could totally do it. I mean, we just raise all the private money, do it all in a Roth.
Let's try and do one. Yep. Yeah, let's do one.
I got this little goal. I'd like to
I think we'll just do all equity participation, right?
Oh, heck yeah. We'll do all equity. It'd be sweet. I am flirting with the idea of putting together an 18-month $1 million challenge. I think I can put $1 million in my Roth in 18 months. But I've really got to focus. Like I can't be doing a million other things. So, which is going to be hard. I think if I focus, I can put $1 million in a Roth in 18 months.
I think so too.
I think it would be a fun.
I'll just give you administration control over mine as well.
That's right. There you go. We'll just all do it. Just go.
Yep, absolutely.
So, in any case, guys, as always, hopefully iTunes will be up sometime in the future. I have no idea what's going on. We're waiting for iTunes to approve our podcast.
7 days or something like that, right?
Yeah, some nonsense. I don't know. It's like they'll get it all figured out. Podetize is working on it. And we'll be on, and YouTube's already up, but I'm supposed to be doing something with the YouTube channel today. So you guys should start to see some videos and also some video segments. And again, give out the number, Rob, if they want to do it.
Yeah, if you want to reach out to us, it's 281-401-9008, 281-481-9008. We're going to be driving along with some investors on Friday.
Thanks for listening, guys. We'll be back tomorrow. Jason Bible, Robert Orfino, Texas Real Estate Radio Network.
Cool.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see y'all later.
I think we stepped once on the end, right? One time.